Londons best smooth jazz.
With BSJ, London's third worst DJ, Rod Lucas.
London's best smooth jazz at BSJ London. Instrumental smooth jazz with Louis Shelton. Man's a genius, and he's still going as I do this show, and we know the rest of that. Hi to Dave Cooper and the Cooper family, listening right now in Westminster. Finishing a boozy day so far. How are you, Dave? And to Tina, your daughter too. Also for Kay, who's listening in Little Compton, Rhode Island. Welcome. Terry, who've got snow in Southend, but only at their particular part of Southend-on-Sea. Where are you? Around the front way? Gets a bit frisky around there, so I hear. Southend-on-Sea. This is Rod Lucas. Welcome to Best Smooth Jazz Radio at bsj.fm and all those other places. Plus, we make a little TV show out of some of our programs, and this is one of them. Also, hello to Andrea and to Chevy King in Cooktown, Minnesota. Thank you for being there. Fresco. I do love American cars. I like the 50s. But one of my all-time favourites is a Cadillac Eldorado. You see them on old 70s cop shows and stuff, bouncing around left to right on the back. I love it. Colombo police force had one of those, I'm sure they did. And that's that other guy. Frank Cannon, yes, Frank Cannon. Who's on the line?
Hello, Rod. This is Gilbert Chestnut calling from Richmond, Virginia. Just wanted to appreciate what you and your team are doing there. Really enjoy the music that you're playing. Found out about you all about 3-4 weeks ago. Have been listening ever since. I tell you, there's nothing, no other show like what you all have going. So God bless you. Keep it going.
Thank you, Gilbert Chestnut from Virginia on London's best smooth jazz. got a good one there today. Welcome to the best smooth jazz. We're all set and ready to go, and I'm making precision care that Angie does not hog all of the fans kicking off here today.
Well, when you move forward, Rod, I can actually get a little bit of that fan, and we do need it today in the studio, or do we not?
Oh, well, it's always hot in here, you know. I've even got the red lights on, you know, hot rod and all that jazz. You weren't being fattest to me by saying that I'm blocking the fan.
No, I meant your chair was rather large, and if you don't keep it in the right position, then I don't get the fan very much, so work on that.
Oh, yeah, it's all right here with Angie, who, of course, is the star of the show, and me, Great Britain's third worst DJ. But we're having fun at the Smooth Jazz. All instrumental smooth jazz. Where is it, Rod? All right here, all right here. No rap. No top 40. We play instrumental smooth jazz with a tune, or here, no matter who you are, where you are, what you love, what you don't love, how you love. Best smooth jazz. It's great that you can join us. Got a wine coming up a little later with Ange. Have we got Nigeria on the line? Calling Nigeria.
I am listening to BSJ from a place called Ado Ekiti. This is in Nigeria. I just discovered your station and I am hooked. I love it. Well done. Thank you.
You're a good man. Thank you. He loves it.
Did he say booped? I'm booped.
What?
Did he say, oh, I'm booped? What was his word there? He said, oh, I'm booped.
I was just enjoying it.
Yeah, but he used a word which I didn't catch. I thought it was, oh, I'm booped.
Thank you for that, caller. Best Smooth Jazz playing out with Saxtribution and rocking with you. Hi to Melinda and Kerry, and also to Tony. Tony Steed, how are ya? Just got married. Just got married. They're doing the thing there. How are you now, Tony Millen? All the very best from husband Dave. Listening, having tea, or whatever they're doing. Well done. Congratulations, Tony. Well done, Dave. Thank you for your email. We got it. BSJ. 1925 album. So much to say. That was Paul Brown. Superb album. Every track is a winner, full of class, and everything you want for a special occasion and the rest of it. Talking of special occasions, we've got a couple plus loads of other people having a special celebration soon, particularly to Noah and Mackenzie. Kenzie, you found the right man at last, and vice versa. Noah and Mackenzie, wishing you all the very best for the big day from all family and friends on Best Smooth Jazz. saying hi to Lee in Bilston, West Midlands. Thank you for your message. I'd just like to have a look at it before I give it a little mention on the show sometime. Maybe if you just send me via my email what it is, and I'll be happy to do that. And my son Rod's just got a new travel kind of page up, and I'll be giving you the web address of that later. Help him along. That's Paul Taylor, Where I Want You on BSJ. Let's do a couple in a row now. This is Kim Pencil doing this for Alf in Moscow. How are you, Alf? And to Juliana in Salzburg, thank you for your email. You're on Best Smooth Jazz.
jazz.
Tequila Nights. Well, they're always Tequila Nights, aren't they? We also heard Kim Pencil and the Sweet Course. Before that, Paul Taylor, Where I Want to Be. And before that, Paul Brown from 2025. And so much to say on the album on Best Smooth Jazz. Well, we're making progress, and she's brought 2 bottles of red wine in today.
I know, choices. And I'm going to let you decide, if I tell you what they are, which one we should have first or whenever. Okay,
we'll get into that soon.
But just say what they are, yeah?
No. Commercial Free, Best Smooth Jazz, Chuck Loeb and Silver Star, which is very pretty. So I mentioned that Rod has, in the last couple of years, been doing plenty of travelling around the world. He particularly likes the old cruise ships and stuff, and he's been on a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And he said, "Oh, I've just popped up some pictures of my travels on a website." And I said, "Okay, this is his own website. It's Rod, R-O-D, .photo. Instead of the .com and the .net or .co.uk and all that malarkey, this is rod.photo. Check it out. Send him a message or something, and he's doing real well with the old photography and stuff. And he's still into all the technical stuff at the server house and everything. And we like it, don't we?
We love it. Absolutely love it. And it's such a great address. Easy to remember.
It is. Rod.photo. You should get Angie.photo.
Angie.host of BSJ.
Angie.naughty.
No, Rod.naughty. Okay, you don't want a wine. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I do want a wine. What is it? Come on, what's the choice?
You can choose, because I let you choose sometimes. It's going to be a Merlot from Australia.
Thank you, nurse.
Merlot from Australia, keep up, or a Malbec from Chile. Exciting. Both with an M, Malbec or Merlot.
Show me the...
You shouldn't go by the labels.
No.
Never judge a bottle by its label.
But I do. Show me that one. Yeah.
That is the Australian Malbec.
And that one is...
And this one is the Chilean Malbec.
All right. Let's do the first one.
Yes. This one. Good idea.
Yeah,
The Chilean one. Okay, I'll pour it.
Thank you, Angie. It's great to have some wines and a choice today. Why a choice?
Because I just try and please you all the time. And if you don't like one, then there's another.
All right, I'll let you have a bit more of this electric fan. I'll just move forward a bit.
Yeah, move forward a bit more.
Thank you. Oh, I'm going to love this. Angie will love this. You'll love this probably. This is Reunited Bob James on Best Smooth Jazz. Best Move Jazz with the wines open today. Yes, plural. We've got 2 reds here. And what's this one called?
This is called Alzar. It's from Chile and it's a Malbec. And Alzar means to raise in Spanish. So we'll raise that glass.
We certainly will. We're like a Chilean wine. That's Bob James and his version of the reunited song. And as Sanj so well remembered, Peaches and Herb.
Peaches and Herb. Me and Peter, we love Peaches and Herb.
We do, yes. Who's on the line?
Hey Rod, this is Isaac, Judah, and Gideon, and we're here to congratulate the newlyweds, Noah and Mackenzie Kinney.
We are too, Noah and Mackenzie, celebrating their big wedding day, occurring soon. May have already done so, I don't know. Anyone else on the line about the wedding?
Hey Rod, thank you so much for letting me interrupt your show. Kenzie and Noah, this is Brooke. I can't wait to celebrate you at your wedding in a few weeks. I am so excited for you two and wish you the best.
Thank you, Brooke. And now, Kenny G on Best Smooth Jazz.
BSJ.FM. You guys have a fantastic tune. Yeah, this is Joseph from Washington, D.C. Please keep the smooth jazz flowing. It sounds wonderful.
Italy, Roberto Tolla, and from Rio to Sao Paulo on the best smooth jazz, London, England. Now this wine from Chile,
indeed,
is slightly sharper than other Chilean wines that I have tasted.
It is not the most mellow, I must say, and it's a Malbec, which is traditionally rather mellow and rather, obviously it's very dry.
Yeah.
Getting some cherry in there and a little bit of bramble, but it's a little, I want to say disappointing side, but a little bit like...
I'd say it's nice. It's quite dry, but it has got a bit of highness about it.
Yeah, a bit sharp, a bit tangy.
Yes, I was going to say sharp.
Can you say tangy?
Much like yourself.
No, tangy.
No, that's me. I'm tangy, you're sharp.
Well, I'm sharp. But if you
tangy
like
and
to,
sharp.
Call me sharp. Would you like... I've got a knife. Would you like a glass of Merlot instead?
Yes.
Well, you better finish that one up first.
I'll do that. Oh, well, of course, nurse. Thank you, Nurse Hatchet. You're listening to BSJ Radio with Dave Bradshaw Jr. It's not a new tune, but Guys Night Out. And why not? The best smooth jazz, just chilling and having good times. Now to the newsroom, here's Ange.
Here I am indeed. I'd like to say a big old hi to Shay. Shay, how are you? Thank you so much for the wonderful pictures you've sent of you in your BSJ baseball cap, new edition. While you've been on your vacation, we're going to put those up on our website so we can sort of see you and other listeners, etc. So go and check it out. And I love the gin and tonic reference. Hi to Tuscan Katrina. Great to have you with us today. Charlie Maple, thank you for donating. We appreciate your continued support. Hi to Jeff, he's in Sweden. Pat Marion Jones, thank you again for your continued support. Hi to the Gassy Man. And Bert, thank you for your support, and I'm glad you like the flowers, which are lovely. Tree Daniels is listening, and he has also donated today. And I'd also like to say a big hello to Robert and Carol. Hope you're enjoying your day.
And are you enjoying your wine?
Well, actually, not as much as I could do.
Okay, let's be totally frank here.
And yourself, what do you think?
I probably would change it just to compare it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's go to the Merlot.
I should be in the House of Lords or Commons, shouldn't I?
Well, no, not really. But
no,
yes,
okay.
Let's go to the Merlot.
Oh, thank you, Angie. That's very kind of you. The best smooth jazz. I think we've got a quick message here. Hello.
Hello, Rod and Angie, Rodders and Lady Camilla. Longtime listener here, Diane Wallace from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Keep up the great work. I'm listening every day in my vehicle and at work. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
The great Diane, North Carolina. Thank you so much. She has been listening for years. Wishing you all the best, Diane, as always.
It's time for the best, London's best smooth jazz with Rod Lucas. A vibe that's forever, for always, for love. BSJ, ooh, London's best smooth jazz with Rod Lucas.
on BSJ. Instrumental Smooth Jazz with Rod Lucas.
Best Smooth Jazz playing out with Keiko Matsui and the Falcon's Wing at Best Smooth Jazz with Wes Gomery now. The Winds of Barcelona on Best Smooth Jazz. Your best smooth jazz on the BSJ. If you can't get us on our app and all those other streaming services, you can always find us on bsj.fm, not .com, but bsj.fm. 1966, that tune. The Winds of Barcelona, Wes Montgomery on London's Best Smooth Jazz UK, because it's all right here.
On Great Tampa Bay, here's Man About Town to tell you what's happening all around.
And we join Ange hot on the beach, looking fantastic, and she's got all the wine and stuff.
Yeah, and you like this new wine, or do you not? This is the Australian Yellowtail Merlot. Yippee! Anyway,
fantastic.
I want to tell you about Josie. Josie the Wonder Pup has been to the vet today, and she was the goodest girl. That's a quote. And as she was not too expensive, she donated her allowance to us for a donation for the show. Isn't that kind?
Thank you so much.
Josie.
And we know what vet costs are.
We do know, we do. So hi to Megan, John, and obviously Josie. Joe is listening in North Carolina. Marcus, thank you again for supporting us and continuing to support us. And hi to Femi Toro, who's in Republic of Ireland.
Thank you, Angie. You're great. Getting better with those timings, I tell you, mate.
No, not really, because you just tip me the wink, don't you? And I see your winks.
Yeah, but you can feel it coming, can't you?
No, I can't feel it coming.
Oh,
I
okay.
just watch your... Yeah, I watch...
You can feel that red wine, though, can't you?
Can you, though? Is it nicer? You like it?
You could say that. It's not that I don't like Chilean, but I do prefer this one at this particular time.
jazz cellar. BSJ Rod Lucas. Jazz.
that for Jonathan and Kerry. Thank you. This wine is going down a treat right now, which is fantastic. My son's website for his photo shoots that he has just started doing is rod, R-O-D, .photo. No .coms or anything, just rod.photo. Easy to remember. And he's appreciating you having a quick look. So that is Lee Ratner and the Road Song on BSJ. Got someone on the line.
Hello, my name is Katrina. I am a Tuscan Italian American, live in Pennsylvania, USA. And I just want to say, Rod Lucas and Angie, God is blessing you and your family. Well, y'all doing a very good job. in what you do and for all the people. And I love you and your family. I forgot to say, can you play Brian Simpson, Paradise? God is blessing you all. Goodbye.
Katrina, we love you. Thank you. Here's your tune. Because we just love doing it. Commercial free, best smooth jazz. Your donations help, of course, to pay for the servers, the music licenses, not forgetting the electricity, all that stuff. So if you want to make a donation, all you got to do is go to bsjonair.com. Support us. I'm going to flash up the QR code on the TV show soon. That's what you can do on the best smooth jazz. Are we going to Malawi? Hello, Malawi.
Hello, this is Andrew Riggs from Malawi in Africa. I love your station. I listen to it every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Wishing you all the very best. You're on London's best smooth jazz, commercial free. Superb output on the BSJ. All right here. his 2024 album, that is Casual Cool on London's Best Smooth Jazz. Anita, Cherry and Hannah, thank you for being there. All the very best to you. Steve McQueen.
Great Escape.
Who's a British guy?
On the bicycle. British guy, Gordon Jackson.
No, I can see quite clearly.
Oh, Donald Pleasance.
Who are you, Donald?
I'm the forger.
Yeah. The best smooth jazz from London, UK. I hope you're well, feeling good. Welcome to some smooth jazz with a tune. You know what I mean? What you do, what you don't do, what you believe in, what you don't believe in. It's all right here. The best smooth jazz. Talking of being a sergeant major, here's Ange on the beating square.
Oh, exactly. So I am Sergeant Major, but I will not shout. What I will say is you need to go to the blog, The Spot, on the BSJ website, where I talk about my wines. And yes, I can bore people. I love to talk about the wines. This one is very interesting. This is a Yellowtail Merlot. We have recently had the Yellowtail Shiraz, and they also do a Yellowtail something else. They also do it in white, which we wouldn't try. But you like this.
I do like this because I tell you what this is, it's well-rounded, like myself, but it's got flavour, style, unlike myself, and it's a little sweet, but it's still good.
You're being a little deprecating today to yourself, aren't you? Self-deprecating, which you don't need to do.
Typical for an Aries, you know.
Oh, okay. So we like this. We'd have this again, and we've had it before, and we will have it again. So have another sip, and please do go and look at my wine spot on the BSJ website.
That's bestsmoothjazz.com, or of course you can go to bsjwines.com. Now do that. That's bsjwines.com, or look at Angie's channel on bestsmoothjazz.com. Sergeant Major, sir! We'll get out of here, boys. What's our next tunnel, sir? Lucas Tunnel. You'll never do it. We will, sir. Thank you, babes. Kagabushi. And I Love Your Smile. Do you remember who that was from, don't you?
1992 from Shanice.
You are a 90s babe, aren't
I
you?
am a 90s babe, and I remember this one. I loved it. I like it with the vocals. She was lovely.
No, she wasn't. It was Miss Kobayashi.
What, yes, indeed.
And that's who that's from. I don't know how old that is, actually. Was it tell me on my thing here? No, of course it doesn't, Rod, because you didn't index it, did you? Oh, man, that's still nice. Oh, and you've exhausted me.
I do it all the time, though, Rod, don't I? Why don't you have another sip of wine? And
all day long I've been sipping wine, and you're asking me to do another one.
Only since about a couple of hours ago, but you're going to be fine, so just get another energy.
I'm just going to imagine I'm in the Costa Rica area with Peter White playing.
Oh, Peter White.
Yes. Nice one with this wine.
Is it a good one?
It's a good one.
A very good one.
Yes. today. What's going on? Are you okay? Are you warm enough? Maybe we could turn the sun up a bit more wherever you are. Who knows? Best Smooth Jazz celebrating Noah and Mackenzie's marriage here on the Best Smooth Jazz. Hello.
Hi, this is Cassie Scholes calling from Wisconsin. I'd like to give a big shout out to my daughter Mackenzie and her new husband Noah Kinney. Wishing you nothing but the best. Congratulations. Love you both.
Thank you, Cassie. Anyone else for the happy couple here? Hello.
Hi, Rod. This is Dan. My daughter Mackenzie is getting married to Noah on July 25th. Just wanted to wish them a blessed marriage filled with happiness, joy, and love. If they ever need any help, don't hesitate to call. We're all here for you. Love, Dad.
Kind man. Thank you, sir. Because we just love doing the Best Smooth Jazz. And as you hear this show, we're into our 15th birthday. Just. Depending on when you hear the show. You might be hearing a repeat. And we're 55 years old. You know what I mean?
How many years?
Yeah, we're coming up to our 15th birthday.
Oh. Well, we should celebrate.
Well, I'm all for that, Ange. Thank you. Eugene Groove and Religify on the Best Smooth Jazz. I think we got a request coming in here. Hello.
Hello, Rod and Ange. This is Pat and Marion from Hampshire. I wonder if you can play some Art Pepper or some John Coltrane on your show today. That'd be really appreciated. Keep going, guys. We love Best Smooth Jazz. Bye for now.
Thank you, Pat and Marion, Hampshire Way. I've chosen some John Coltrane as you requested right here, which is kind of melodic and groovy. Ooh. Sax man, John. John Coltrane and Something I Dreamed Last Night. Thinking of you, Anne.
Oh, were you dreaming of me last night?
Yes, we're talking about a tune as requested by Pat and Marion in Hampshire.
Oh, thank you, Pat and Marion, also, because you did donate, and we thank you verily.
They donated?
Yeah, they always do. They always continue to support us.
Well, I'll give them a bit more of the tune then.
Go on then, turn it back up.
It's only £250 a minute when I play an extra. Keep the noise down, Ange, please. I know you're scribing and...
Am I making a noise?
Where are the cats today?
Sleeping because they're a bit hot today.
That is good wine. Remind everyone what that wine is.
Oh,
today.
it's Australian and it's called, very lovely, the beautiful Yellowtail. That's Yellowtail Merlot from Australia, but the Yellowtail Shiraz, I would suggest, is even better.
Shall I tell you what the trouble with the Australians is?
Go there. They like a lot of barbecues?
No, I'm going to tell you the problem with the Australians.
Go on then.
They're getting good at everything, man.
Wow, certainly their wine.
My software, vMix, loads of other things. They're getting too good, Australians. I'll ask Sir Humphrey to keep them down a bit.
Who are you going to ask?
Sir Humphrey.
Sir Humphrey?
Yeah. From the Groucho Club, Ange. You know I go there, don't you?
Is that where you sit on that couch?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, Shay Long.
With Amanda. From The Office.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
You never told me that.
With Lord Lucan. He's there.
No.
They're always asking me about, will I join the board of the BBC or ITV?
No.
I say, I haven't got time for that. I'm too busy working from home doing my Best Smooth Jazz show, mate.
Yeah, but he's actually in Australia, so that'd be quite difficult for him to get there.
Who's in Australia? What are you talking about?
Lord Lucan.
Oh, yes, he is. He's actually in South Africa. He has been for a number of years.
Yeah.
Check out lordlucan.com. This is Best Smooth Jazz, and that's Hans, but don't worry about her. This is Michael E. Something different, but it's smooth and it's rather chilly, like Ange.
Like you.
Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Djokovic is my favourite. He always will be my favourite, I reckon. He's special. I don't like Carlos, but Djokovic is he's a character. You just got to understand him. And unlike Ange, who doesn't understand me, that's true.
No, but he's a beautiful man. He's lovely.
He is.
I love
he is beautiful,
Djokovic.
Ange. He is.
Can we invite him to dinner?
So is Billy Bunter.
Oh, well, I call you that sometimes, don't I, lovely?
You'd certainly do. Hello, Sweden.
Hey, a big thanks from Sweden to Rod and Ange for everything you're doing. My name is Elvira and I listen to your show when I'm training, working, taking a walk or just chilling. To me personally, your show and your music is really a lifestyle companion. So thank you for sharing your sanctuary of love and soul with the world. I think your show is in and of itself a statement to the world that we can all be just alright. Alright.
Sensible man from a sensible country, Sweden. They understand everybody. They just look at us and go, what you want? What are you doing? We love Sweden on the best smooth jazz. Thank you. I don't know your name, sir, but I wish you well. We're getting all over the place on this show today.
We are. We're all over the world.
Yes. This is Will Sumner. We love Will Sumner on the BSJ, celebrating the wedding of Noah and Mackenzie or Kenzie, depending on how you like it.
All the way from Marion, Ohio. Man, I love to get up in the morning time and turn on your station from across the country. For awesome DJs, continue to flow. Love it here from Marion, Ohio. This is Brother Tim Cox speaking to you. Love you all. Be blessed.
My name is Zach. I'm from Nashville. Very new viewer. Just started listening to you guys, but I am super impressed with everything that I've been hearing. It has been non-stop gold. Please never stop doing this show.
BSJ, Instrumental Smooth Jazz with Rod Lucas.
Best Smooth Jazz on the audio stream continues 24/7. If you want to leave a donation, give us your support and all that jazz, go to bsjonair.com, which would be great. On the TV show, freshening up the QR code if you want to leave a donation. Helps me pay for everything that goes on here, you know what I mean? We don't get paid for this, but it helps pay for the music licenses from the UK are absolutely ridiculous. Just want to keep everyone penned down, don't they? Do you know what I mean? Well, we've had a great time this time around. We do it because we just love doing it. Angie's had a good afternoon, being wicked to me and all that jazz.
No, I just bat it back to you. Just like Wimbledon, I just bat it back.
You do?
I do. At 120 miles an hour.
You do, Ange.
I do. Have another sip of wine, but look at our roses. They're wilting.
Well, what do you expect in this weather?
I know.
What was this wine?
This wine is an Australian Yellowtail, which is readily available in all good wine merchants. Sainsbury's, we got this one from at quite a good price as well.
Very nice.
I love it. I think you like it more than I do, but
it's I'd call it a medium. It's got berry. It's a little bit woody, but it's nice.
It's brambly.
I'm going to hold it up to the TV show viewers very soon. It's been groovy. See you on the next show here on Best Smooth Jazz. Take it easy, Ange. Gonna leave you with, on this time round, Bob James and Shepherd's Song. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Cheers, Ange.
Cheers, Rod.